supper and a mother. We're at the best place around. Some stupid with a flare gun burn the place to the ground. Smoke on the water, fire in the sky. Smoke on the water. Burned down the gambling house. It died with an awful sound. Funky and Claude was running in and out, pulling kids out of the ground. But when it all was over, we had to find another place. Swiss time was running out. It seemed that we would lose the race. Smoke on the water, fire in the sky. Smoke on the water.
You wanna know what goes on backstage? Oh, come on. Let me take you by the hand. Ow!
Rudy, are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen,
The way I see it, Barry, this should be a very dynamite show.
You know, I have no idea what the name of this program is, but you're watching it.
Backstage,
All you ever want,
backstage,
all you ever need.
backstage.
Your dreams will be fulfilled once you are there, you'll never wanna leave. You wanna sell your ass for that backstage pass. Backstage is just for the invited. Backstage, they've laid on every...
Hi darlings, this is a completely different backstage. When I got the news, when the news reached me, it was hitting me quite hard. Not that we were so close, but we did over the decades quite a few projects together, Tina and myself. And I always liked her a lot, and she was very sympathetic. She was a very, very professional partner in the projects. We did videos, we did a few live shows, and did quite a few documentaries. And she always was a very, very human, open, nicely warm person. I didn't sleep half of the night, and then I changed everything, also my television show for Krone TV, and changed it to Remembering Tina.
All you ever want,
Backstage,
all you ever need.
backstage,
Your dreams will be fulfilled once you are there, you'll never wanna leave. Backstage, it's where you get the action. Backstage, some bring you to your knees. Backstage, you go for satisfaction, you can do what the hell you please.
I remember 1984, I think, in a place in London called The Venue, Roger Davis, trying to launch the solo career of Tina Turner, was inviting all the record companies of Europe. And I was sneaking in with, I think, probably the only filmmaker or journalist, with the Austrian Christine Feldhütter, who is also the person who organized the first Freddie Mercury interview for me. And I remember that a lot of people there were actually doubting, Tina Turner, will she really make it? And then Tina made this fabulous comeback with Private Dancer. And our collaboration started then. And I remember we were in her apartment in London after a shoot that we had together. And she said, Rudi, you know, with all this success now, the most important thing is not the money, it's not the fame, it is that I have my name back. And you have to remember, Ike and Tina Turner were very successful in the 60s and 70s, were on tour with the Rolling Stones all over the world. And when Tina was, Tina then left Ike. Ike was a very bad person, I have to say. He was hitting her, he was abusing her. It's all in her biography as well as in the movie, which are both very, very good, in my opinion. And then finally she was able to split from him. And then he wanted to, hinder her that she was not going to use her name in her solo career. And this was legal battles backwards and forwards and what have you. And finally she got her name back and she was successful, and that was what was so fulfilling.
Backstage, all you ever want. Backstage, all you ever need. Backstage, your dreams will be fulfilled once you are there, you'll never want to leave. Backstage, it's where you get the action. Backstage, come bring you to your knees. Backstage, you go for satisfaction. You can do what the hell you please.
What's also remarkable with Tina is that she also made a very interesting development as a person, I might say, because not only did she turn in the late years to Buddhism, and I remember when she once announced that there's going to be a new album, everybody said, oh, there's a new album, but it was an album with Buddhist chants. So it was not a rock album, it was something that was really, she really meant it. You know, there's a lot of celebrities in Hollywood who say, oh, I'm a Buddhist, but Tina really lived it from the moment on when she decided to go this route. Now, what is also great and where I'm very happy is that in the last third of her life or something, she was privately very happy with her husband, Erwin Bach. I knew Erwin when he still was an executive, actually the promotion guy from EMI Cologne. And he was taking care of her whenever she was in Germany, like organizing the cars, the interviews, this and that. And Erwin and I, we were good friends because we had a lot of things to do also with other artists. And then when this turned into a love affair, the record company said, well, we can't do this. We cannot have an employee of the Cologne company, being the lover and the partner of one of our biggest stars. So what they did is they made him the boss of EMI Switzerland, because Tina already had a home in Switzerland where she also lived a lot of the time, and in the end, all the time. And so that was a little bit cooler than being an employee. Okay, she's in love and a partner of the boss of Switzerland.
Backstage, all you ever want. Backstage, all you ever need. Backstage, your dreams will be fulfilled once you are there. You'll never want to leave. Backstage, it's where you get the action. Backstage, come bring you to your knees. Backstage, you go for satisfaction. You can do what the hell you please.
I do remember one video that we shot, there's a photograph of me and Tina, the young RUDI, with painted jacket. And she was very professional and I could learn a lot from her. Not so much filmmaking-wise like it was with Freddie Mercury, and not at all as close as it was with Freddie Mercury. But since she was an old pro who was already on stages and was filmed in the 60s, you know, she had a lot of hints here and there, and I'm very thankful to Tina for that. I'm also very thankful for all the time that we spent together, and that I had the privilege as a director and producer to work with her. She will always be in my heart, and she had an extraordinary life, an outstanding career, and she was a very, very special person. I mean, you know, it's not easy because, I mean, now slowly, you know, Freddie, David Bowie, Prince, Joe Cocker, etc., etc. A lot of the people I had the privilege to work with are now in a different place. And I'm also sure that she wouldn't like us to be too sad because she had a great life. I mean, when she was 80, she was coming in front of cameras and said, you know, she's very happy that she is privileged to become that old, 80, and now finally she became 83. She had a very, very horrible disease that she was fighting, but there is her biography, there is the movie, there is the musical, there's all her albums, there's the many, many videos and DVDs and live concerts. Tina Turner will stay a part of our musical lives, whether you knew her or not. And that's what gives me hope that I also will overcome this, this difficult time. Because of course, you know, it makes you sad. Sure, I mean, it's not easy to say goodbye to people that you have great respect for and that I worked with for so many years over the time. But there's another photo I remember where she's laughing her heads off. I don't know what it was. Maybe I was telling a joke. I was doing an interview in Vienna in a hotel. I think it was the Intercontinental. And more importantly, I was filming in the evening a few songs live for her. And I remember that it was, you know, it was thrilling. You know, I was standing there with the cameras and I really myself was absolutely moved and fascinated. She was with all her body, you know, not only the obvious parts, the music was in her. You know, whenever she was on stage. And she did great albums and great videos. And yes, she was simply the best.
You wanna know what goes on backstage? Oh, come on. Let me take you by the hand. Ow!
Rudy, are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen,
The way I see it, Barry, this should be a very dynamite show.
You know, I have no idea what the name of this program is, but you're watching it.
Backstage. All you ever want. Backstage. All you ever need. Backstage. Your dreams will be fulfilled once you are there. You'll never wanna leave. You wanna sell your ass for that backstage pass. Backstage is just for the invited. Backstage.